Welcome back, Saber enthusiast. I'm Nick Nitro, and I am the Lord of the Crucible. Today we were supposed to be filming the second half of the torture test of the Shido, but the weather wasn't exactly cooperating, and while it wasn't raining yet, the sky just didn't look all that promising, so I didn't want to take the risk. But today I do have another unboxing for you. I do have another lightsaber from our friends at Crimson Dawn. I already know what... Really? Oh, everybody's got to get a word in. Well, I already know what this one's going to be. I had a hand in picking it out, and there's a certain reason why I picked it. But it got here in their usual 1 week time frame. So it didn't take them all that long to get here. I've never had a problem with Crimson Dawn shipping, and their customer support has been fantastic. So, with that out of the way, let's get into this, huh? Okay. Anything in there? Nope. Good. Interesting packaging this time. Now, I picked this one because it's a little bit more of a classic look, but that's not the main reason why I picked it. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. Almost there. Always have to have that last little bit. There we are. Okay, there's the blade. Now, I already know that this is a mid-grade blade, and I wanted to do another test of a Crimson Dawn mid-grade blade because, well, just to see if anything's changed. I don't expect that the blade itself is going to survive all that well. I'll put a card up here, if I remember, showing the last mid-grade blade that I tested. Oh, that was interesting. That was fun. Not interesting. That was fun. Let's just be honest. Okay. Here's the accessory pack. We'll get to that in a moment. And, wow, I gotta say, this is actually light for what I'm used to, for the ones that I've ordered. Oh, I'm just gonna... let's go all kid on Christmas on this thing. Oh, look at that. Just so much everywhere. Here we go. Alright. Here we are. This is the Crimson Dawn Emissary. Now, wow, that is light. That's going to be... And compared to the Shido, this is going to be very interesting to test. But yeah. Let's go through the accessory pack first, and then we'll get to the Saber itself. Some of the standard stuff that they have here. The blade retention screws and the Allen key. Okay. Got your charging cable. And your instruction manual. So. Alright, you know what? I need to get something right quick. Okay. I try to always have a blade plug in here before I ever fire up a lightsaber on one of these videos. Oh, this is going to be shallow. Well then. There are a lot of screws here, and not all of them are blade retention screws, which is probably a good thing. But none of them are installed, so let's get that in here. Okay. Well, this is going to be very, very interesting. Okay. First off, let's just pop this right in here. Oh, that is a shallow well. Look at that. That is not going to be very deep at all. Well, I'm going to take a break for about an hour or so, maybe 4, and we're going to try and charge this up. But I'll also try and get some close-ups here. Yeah, there's a couple of things on here that I want to talk about already. So let me get this charged up. That took a little bit longer to charge up than I thought, but here we are. This, like I failed to mention earlier, is the Emissary from Crimson Dawn. And this is the first thin neck lightsaber that I have in my collection, and the first thin neck that is going to be facing the Crucible. To be honest, I've been kind of avoiding them because, well, I think that there's a much higher probability that this is going to take some damage. But you never know. I could be completely wrong, and I could be totally surprised. And as it is, this saber does have a surprise for me. Now, I didn't know what core it was coming with when we ordered it. So, when I saw the manual here, it says that it is a 6.1 core. Let's see if we can get that right up there. These instructions won't work because this is not a 6.1. So, that's gone. This actually seems to be a Crimson core. Now, it does have some differences from the other Crimson core that I've got. Some time has passed. One of those differences is the wake-up sound from deep sleep is completely different. It's gone back to more of a declaration of power on rather than any kind of sound effect. It also has different audio tracks, which I'm not going to be playing here because I just don't want to take the risk of a copyright strike on the video. But the speaker is definitely loud. However, you might want to have a look at the pommel piece here. Now, it does not have your standard open bottom. All of your sound venting is laterally through the sides. Now, occasionally I've seen some sabers that had side venting for the sound. They were usually up here somewhere. So being down here, it eliminates the problem of muting your saber just by where you grip. So there we are, and we've got about 9 different sound fonts here. So we're going to go ahead and go through those.
Rey Skywalker.
You have a Rey Skywalker font, which I kind of like the ignition sound. It's got like a pre-ignition that's just a little mechanical sound to it. There we are. Couldn't make that one out. Might have been Leia. I'm not certain.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
So this is your Kylo Ren font. Something I haven't been doing on these fonts. Let's see if I can go ahead and get it to trigger here.
Kylo Ren. Kill them all. I'll show you the dark side. Kylo
So if you hold the button down for 3 flashes while it's ignited, you either get some quotes or a force effect sound. So that's one of the reasons why I like the Crimson Core. So this is going to be your Obi-Wan sound font.
Hello there. So uncivilized. I have the high ground!
Count Dooku.
This is just the beginning. I've become more powerful than any Jedi. It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
Alright. Now I am noticing a little bit of a lag when the smooth swing kicks in. So it's almost like you have to hit a certain velocity before it picks up. Maybe that's something that can be improved in later versions of the core, but still it's not too bad.
I'm Cal Kestis.
Okay, so this is your Fallen Order Cal Kestis sound font.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
You are no Jedi! You would be wise to surrender.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Alright, Darth Vader, here we go.
Don't make me destroy you.
Extra sound effects, compliments of Penny.
I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy's father and son. Don't make me destroy you. You have something I want.
Of course, the Dark Saber. There was that delay I was talking about. Now it seems to kick in.
I would prefer to avoid any further violence and encourage a moment of consideration. The structure you are trapped in will be raised in short order. Just as you betrayed our business arrangement, I would gladly break any promise and watch you die in my hand.
thinking this is an Emperor Palpatine sound font.
Empress Palpatine. You will be Empress. We will be one.
Don't be afraid of who you are. Rey Skywalker.
And that brings us right around to the first font. Now, I gotta say, it doesn't have a lot of greeblies on the design of the hilt, but I really do kind of like the clean line. I've never been a big fan of large, clunky activation boxes. They just kind of create like a big chunk of a hot spot that kind of gets in the way. But what they do have here, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, is right here. There's this diagonal trench running all the way around the saber hilt. And I'll try and get a close-up of that. Now, as an all-black saber, it doesn't show up too well on maybe a silver or gold color, which I believe are options for this saber. You might be able to see it better. But this neck, yeah, they call them a thin neck for a reason, because that is just really narrow. So we'll see how that works out. But let's go ahead and get the blade in here. There we go. This is probably going to be my biggest concern. That is a very shallow blade socket. LED module is like right about here. So when we get around to the review, we'll actually check that out. But that's going to be interesting for me to find out where I want to grip this saber. You know, a lot of people are going to go right for that choke point, but like I've said before, I've got big hands, so this may not even be a good match for me. However, I'm really concerned about this blade socket. I've had shallow blade sockets on other blades before, and the blades have just gone flying right out. So I kind of expect that to happen when we get to our testing phase, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. But until we get there, this is the Crimson Dawn Emissary with what appears to be a Crimson Core Saber Core. I'm Nick Nitro, and I will see you in the Crucible.